Good evening and welcome back to Prime of Midlife. It's Tuesday evening, and this evening I had the thought that I'm not going to be here and Kathleen's going to be in the house herself, which she's more than capable of doing. But I did think, what if there's a power cut? What if something happens? I need her to know where stuff is. So I thought I would make this video for you, which would also be something that Kathleen could see. So here we have, this is the power cut basket. Now, in the power cut basket, we have candles, 2 packs of. We also have 2 packs of batteries, double A's and triple A's, just in case. We have a emergency weather radio. So this radio it's got AM, FM and weather band. It will charge your phone. It's got an SOS alarm. It's got a flashlight, an LED light. It's got multiple power sources. Says her, nearly dropping the handle. So this is my little emergency radio thing. And it's got the solar panel on the top. As you can see, that little lead that just fell, that should be USB. And it's got a crank as well. It's a windy up. So that is so take the instructions out so I can get this in. That is the little radio so that she can hear the news if she needs to. And I mean, this isn't just for Kathleen, this is for anyone that's in the house at any given time, just in case anything happens. We also have the wind-up lantern. So it's clockwork as well. See, you can do the clockworky thing. So that's there. And a book, because I would sit and read a book. There is also a little mini hot water bottle, and there's a crocheted blankie in there as well. Now, that's the basket. What we also want to tell anyone who's here is the mag light, the big torch that I've got, sits in the sitting room on the wall unit. The wall unit has a shelf. Sits there because 9 times out of 10, we're either going to be sitting in the sitting room or we're going to be out. So if we're out, we just walk into the sitting room, pick up the mag light. If we're sitting there, we know exactly where it is. That's our battery operated, huge torch, and that will get us started. Then I'm going with power cut. If it's a power cut, you light some candles, that gets you some heat started, and then light the wood burner. Now for cooking on the wood burner, the easiest thing is this cast iron pot that you can normally see in the background here. I'm not even going to attempt to lift it, let's not bother. So that is what she would use for cooking. So the next thing is, I'm going to put labels on the cupboard. Well, I'm not going to put labels on the cupboard. I'm going to use a dry wipe marker. And in fact, actually saying that, I haven't actually thought this through. I just thought this would be a good plan. I don't need to plan anything because basically, if you have a power cut, don't open the freezers. Do not open the freezers. Use the stuff in the cupboards to eat. Because there's no need to open the freezers if it's only going to last a few hours or even 24, 48 hours. There's no need to open the freezers. Keep them shut to preserve the food as long as possible. If it gets much longer than that, then yeah, if there's raw stuff, start cooking it, etc, etc. But our cupboards, we have the dehydrated cupboard. We've then got the jam cupboard and canned meat, as in pressure canned meat. And then we've got the purchased things. That's where your sugar, your rice, everything like that is. So that means that really she can use any of that. So basically, if while I'm away, anything happens, basically the power goes out, I've now taken the basket out of the whole cupboard, so Kathleen will know where it is. She knows that gives her her basics, so that then she can start off. She's got light, she's got heat. She can then put on the wood burner. She's then got stuff that she can cook on the wood burner with that cast iron pot. It'll be a nice slow heat. Everything else, there's water up the stairs. And I think that's probably a good plan to have, especially if you've got people in your family who are working shifts, you're like ships that pass in the night, you know, someone's doing day shift, someone's doing night shift. You've maybe got grown-up kids, or not even necessarily grown-up, but old enough kids, that if something happens when you're out, you maybe don't necessarily have to leave them candles there, but you can leave them with torches, blankets, hot water bottles, etc. Because if you've got hot water in the tank, they can fill a hot water bottle, cover themselves in blankets, etc. So that was my cunning plan for tonight's video, in that I'll make sure Kathleen watches it. She'll obviously get a lecture when she comes in about that this is where everything is, this is the order you do it in. The freezers are the last thing you open. Keep stuff in the fridge as long as you can, but those cupboards are your friend, because there's nothing really there that would be a problem to arrange to eat. I mean, she could literally heat up some of this stuff. I mean, we've got tins there of minced beef. She could heat that up over tea lights if she had to. So certain things like that, I just decided it was probably a good idea, because Kathleen hasn't particularly lived full time here for a while, and she's going to be here while I'm away. So I want to make sure she knows everything that I've got, everything that I've sorted, anything she's not allowed to touch, with the, oh my God, please don't mess with that. Like I have some comfrey in oil just now, which if she lifts that jar and goes, what is that? Do not throw it out. It's actually really valuable. Just little bits like that I think are important. So yeah, I think this is possibly something that a lot of us could do. Whether we do it in a notepad, whether we do it on a video that the kids can watch or family can watch on their phones, anything like that, I think that's a good idea to just spread the word, because it's all very well us being the ones that prep and sort things out. If we're not there, if we're stuck in the supermarket as there's a huge power out, what's the rest of the family going to do? Are they going to know? So today's thought of the day is, let's spread the word about what we need the family to do, so that they know how to not panic, not start throwing things everywhere, going, oh, what about this, what about that? There's a basket, or there's a box. This is what you start with. And then depending how long the emergency situation lasts, we can then work out how to deal with it. So yeah, that's my thought for today. Catch you later.